The betrayal didn't explode. It eroded. Slowly. Quietly. By the time I found out my wife had been seeing my best friend behind my back, it didn't feel like a shock. It felt like confirmation of something that had already been breaking for a long time. No shouting. No dramatic scenes. Just silence. And then distance. I didn't chase answers. Didn't ask why. Because whatever the reason was, it wouldn't change anything. So instead, I made a decision that surprised even me. I stopped investing in what was already gone and started investing in what was still mine. My work. At first, it wasn't passion. It was escape. Longer hours. More responsibility. Saying yes to things I used to avoid. If I was going to be alone anyway, I wasn't going to sit at home thinking about it. I'd build something instead. That's when she started noticing. Elena Voss, the CEO. People called her the Ice Queen behind her back. Not because she was cruel, but because she was controlled. Precise. Unreadable. No one got close to her. No one joked with her. No one approached her. Except, I didn't care. Not out of confidence. At least not at first. Out of detachment. When you've already lost something important, fear loses its edge. The first real interaction we had was during a meeting I wasn't even supposed to lead. My manager froze halfway through a presentation. Numbers off. Strategy unclear. The room went quiet. Then she looked at me. Not expectantly. Just observant. So I spoke. Calm. Direct. No over-explaining. I corrected the numbers. Clarified the plan. Answered her questions without trying to impress her. Just doing the job. After the meeting, I expected nothing. Instead, I heard her voice behind me. Walk with me. Not a request. We didn't talk about the meeting at first. She asked about my workload, my role, my perspective on where the company was headed. I answered the same way I had in the meeting, honestly. No sugarcoating. No fear. You're either very confident, she said finally, or you have nothing to lose. I thought about it for a second, then said maybe both. For the first time, I saw something shift in her expression. Not warmth, but interest. After that, things changed. Not dramatically. Subtly. More responsibility. More direct communication. More moments where she'd call me in, not to test me, but to hear my perspective. And I never overstepped. At work, I was professional. Focused. Outside of work, I stayed normal. I didn't chase her attention. Didn't try to get closer. I had already learned what happens when you build your world around the wrong person. I wasn't doing that again. Weeks turned into months. The results spoke for themselves. Projects succeeded. Teams improved. Pressure increased, but I handled it. Not perfectly, but consistently. One evening, after a long day, she stopped by my desk. You're still here. So are you. A pause. Then, unexpectedly, dinner. I looked up. Work dinner. She held my gaze. No. That was the moment things could have gone wrong. If I rushed. If I acted impressed. If I treated her like something to win. Instead, I said, I don't mix things carelessly. Another pause. This one longer. Then a small nod. Good answer. And she left. I thought that was it. It wasn't. A week later, she approached again. Different tone this time. Less direct. More human. There's a place not far from here, she said. Quiet. No one from work goes there. I closed my laptop slowly. Then it's not a work dinner. No. That's how it started. Not as a whirlwind. Not as a fantasy. Just two people sitting across from each other, talking like normal human beings. She wasn't cold. She was careful. There's a difference. We didn't rush anything. No labels. No expectations. At work, nothing changed. Strictly professional. If anything, she was harder on me than before. And I respected that. Outside of work, we kept it simple. Walks. Conversations. Occasional dinners. No grand gestures. No emotional dependence. Just time. One night, she asked, what changed you? I knew what she meant. People don't just become like this overnight. I stopped expecting people to stay, I said. And that made you better? No, I replied. It made me clearer. She studied me for a moment, then said quietly, most people become worse after something like that. Maybe I did too, I said, just in a more useful way. For the first time, she smiled. Not the polite kind. A real one. Small, but real. What we had wasn't dramatic. It didn't need to be, because it wasn't built on escaping pain. It was built on understanding it. and not letting it control everything after. My past didn't disappear, but it stopped defining me. And her? She wasn't someone I chased. She was someone who chose to walk beside me. Slowly, deliberately, without games. And this time, that was enough.